I've learned over the years of watching anime that it's the small things that really makes a show go from good to great. And if you miss them or they just don't click at the right time, you just have a suboptimal time in general. My goal is to give you quick and easy tips to make your experience at least 5% better during your viewing. So I'll start with 5 tips for before you watch Attack on Titan Season 1, episodes 1 to 25, a show I've personally watched 4 times. So let's begin. So my first tip is to read the commercial break info tidbits, and they look kinda like this. Reading these tidbits are optional because the show usually shows the information in these tidbits in the same episode during the anime. However, reading these tidbits really primes your brain to think about the world of Attack on Titan as some sort of large open world video game. It's quick and easy lore, and it really helps with the world building, as it makes you stop and imagine how these pieces of info would be used in certain scenarios, either by the main characters or even random civilians in the world. But yeah, try your best to learn about the cool mechanics and specs of Attack on Titan, like the ODM gear, equipment management, military sections, the geography of the walls, population within the walls, government's power, and civilian life. Again, completely optional, but I'd say the show's more fun when you get a grasp of the world it's in. Tip 2 is to learn to appreciate the music. So what you want to do is open up Spotify, YouTube, or whatever, and search up Hiroyuki Sawano's Attack on Titan Season 1 album, because this shit is straight fire. I personally used it to study for my exams, and now I use it to do work at my full-time job, and it just has that energy that other anime OSTs don't have. If you're too lazy to do that, at least listen to Vogel im Kafig. It's like 6 minutes long, but you can start at the good part, which is at like 408. If you're still lazy to do even that, you'll hear it in the first episode at around like 22:04. It also plays in episode 7, 9, 10, and 12, and I think 21 if you're curious. This masterpiece in particular really shows how overpowered the music in the show is. It enhances my life at school or work, so it should be even crazier when you actually pay attention to it during the show. And it's crazy to think that Season 1's soundtracks is just a primer for the even better soundtracks in Season 2 and 3. Tip 3, be on the lookout for certain characters. In later points, I'll talk about the major goals and focuses of Season 1, and sadly the characters isn't one of those. That's because Attack on Titan is playing the long game with characters. I will say for now, keep a close eye on the characters Armin, Hanji, Erwin, and just because I'm feeling a little cheeky, Krista Lenz. The characters on this list just has their developments like spanned over multiple seasons, so it's better if you keep track of them now before they actually become relevant. Tip 4, understand the goals of Season 1. Attack on Titan is something that is a lot more enjoyable when you think about the grand scheme of things, and every season has its own specific goals that it needs to achieve. Attack on Titan Season 1 has 2 major goals for the long haul. The first goal is to really sell you into the show. This means jam-packing high engagement moments every other episode, cliffhangers that will make you get trauma from seeing this to be continued image, and quick and dirty tricks to make you feel like you're riding a roller coaster. The author has this goal clear in his mind, and I will list in what my opinion, the strongest episodes that contribute to this goal. Notice how evenly condensed these high intensity moments are across the season. And honestly, use this list as a guide to help you watch Season 1. Now the second goal is to encourage viewers to ask questions. This means leaving major plot points in the air as much as possible, not explaining things right away, and trying to sell you that there's more to this show that meets the eye, aside from the high intensity action scenes. It's frustrating, I know, but do ask a lot of questions to yourself while you're watching, because sadly this level of suspense is something you'll never get back after finishing the show, and I'm honestly jealous of any first-time watchers. I will let you know that Season 2 and Season 3's specific goals are to answer specific categories of the questions you'll have in Season 1, but I'll go into more detail in a different video. Also, PS, you can try, but you'll never guess what's in the basement. The last tip is to know that it's completely understandable for you to hate Eren Jeager, the main character of the show. Like, the reason why I've rewatched this show so many goddamn times is because I rewatched with different friends who have never seen the show. Each time I rewatch the show with a different friend, they make me remember how much this show consistently wants you to hate Eren. The reason why I forget that I hated Eren my first time watching is something I'll cover in my season 3 video, but it's crazy how much the show is designed to make you hate him. I don't want to defend him too much in this point, but I want you to study Eren's actions and motives closely. His character plays a large role in the major long-term themes of Attack on Titan. One of these themes is like freedom, and there's no other character that embodies this as well as this 15-year-old whiny, edgy brat. Hey guys, hope you liked that video. Sorry for the somewhat low effort editing, especially the use of repeating anime scenes throughout the whole video. I just wanted to take this video to kind of test the waters to see if this is something I really want to get back into again. I'm also trying a new editing software as well. So yeah, I really didn't have high expectations for this one, but Attack on Titan is something I've really been getting into lately. So this is a video that I've been thinking of doing for a while. I do have more video content lined up, planned and scripted and everything. I just need to do all the dirty work. I really want to start recording myself instead of using anime content as backdrop for 2 reasons. The first reason is editing and finding that anime content is so annoying. And very time consuming, honestly. It takes up, I would say, 70% of all of the effort that goes into this video. The second reason is I really don't want to mess with copyright. I remember when I was doing YouTube back then as a kid, like getting a whole video taken down for copyright was just so demoralizing, and it was honestly mainly the reason why I stopped. Anyways, thanks again for watching if you're even listening to this part. Stay tuned for more content, I guess.